So, welcome to the Sierra Lynn channel. How y'all doing? Good morning. It is currently... Child, let me stop trying to check. Y'all know y'all be having watches and they don't even be telling the right time. I'm sitting here playing, trying to see if I could look at my watch to see. You know what? I play too much. It's like 7 something in the morning right now, y'all. Because obviously this watch is for show. But... I got a request. Somebody asked me about like the truth about moving to a whole new state alone. Now, we're gonna get into the truth because although I probably allow it to sound so sweet and everything, moving to a different state, especially across the map by yourself, because your girl was not on the West Coast. Your girl was on the East Coast, I think. Yes, South. I was in South Florida and I moved to the West Coast, as y'all know. But tune in. Okay, so the truth about moving to a whole new state, alone, like literally alone, no friends, no family, no boyfriend, no dog, no cat, no siblings, nada, just you, yourself, and your stuff. Now, honestly, it took a whole toll on my emotional state. It took a whole toll on my emotional state. Especially once you get into like problems, usually you'll have grandma, or usually you'll have somebody, mama, daddy, cousin, brother, sister, somebody to come rescue you or come help you or just to be that support for you when you need somebody. And honestly, I didn't have that. I couldn't have that. And there's a difference when it's over the phone versus somebody's actually in front of your face. So I used to cry by myself, like alone, and I went through things by myself, especially when I first moved out here. Because when you first move to a whole new state, it's gonna be problems. Like it's gonna be problems because one, you gotta get adjusted to the whole environment. You gotta move into your place. That's another hassle. You gotta meet new friends. You gotta find a job. You got it's so much components of moving to a whole different state. So it plays a whole like mind game with you because you used to something and it's no longer there, so now you're uncomfortable. And everybody know there's growth when you're uncomfortable, but there's no growth when you're not uncomfortable, so it taught me to basically like manage my thoughts, control my own emotions, learn how to do things on my own. I mean, completely on my own. It allowed me to have certain survival skills to the point where if, God forbid, the Lord wipe out my whole family, I know I will be okay. Like, I know I will be okay because the whole spiritual level that I gained since being out here, it allowed my faith to increase. It allowed my trust in God to increase like tremendously. It also allowed me to understand, like, at the end of the day, it's okay if you have nobody and just yourself and God, and like you will be okay. But it did play a huge effect on my emotional state. I was buying plane tickets going home, literally, like once a month or twice a month, and them tickets are like $600. So y'all know I blew through a lot of money within my first couple of months living here because I was so depressed. I was constantly crying. I was unsure of myself. When problems would come, I just be like, oh my goodness, like it's not gonna work. You're gonna constantly have these thoughts in your head where you just want to give up, or you just like, you know what, I can't do this, or you constantly doubting yourself, like self-doubt, because you're unsure of yourself because you were unsure of the move. You get it? So if you're unsure of the move and you actually do it, you're gonna start being unsure of yourself, because once you got there, now you're like, okay, what's next? Nobody likes the unknown. Nobody likes the unknown. And especially moving to a whole different state and your family cannot get to you in a car ride in a couple of hours. That will sting. I mean sting. My family cannot get here in a car ride. in a couple of hours. No, take a couple of days to get where I'm at from where I came from. Or you have to take a flight to get where I'm at. Honestly, I actually wouldn't mind doing it again because it's a exciting experience. Honestly, if you ask me, would I recommend it to anybody? Yes. Because if you're so attached to your family, if you're so attached to certain things in your life, and certain people start to fall off your life and stuff like that, it's going to be much harder for you in life to keep going versus a person who discover a sense of themselves and understanding that it's okay if I'm by myself with nobody else. It's probably weird to say because people are like, well, you need people. You really don't. But people are huge, like, assets in our life. Like, I love my family. I love the friends who I do have. I appreciate them to the fullest. But it's different when you're in a totally different place by yourself and there's nobody around. Like, when you hungry and you ain't got no money, you figure it out. I was drinking a couple of water bottles when I got up here for food. Like, that's it. And nobody could help me because nobody was here. And one thing about me, I'm not about to call nobody and be like, can you send me this? Can you send me that? I'm not doing it. It's probably a pride issue. But I'm not doing it. So when I was on my behind by myself. It was nobody here to be like, girl, I know you hurting. Here go $20. No. It was, I'm by myself. I'm hurting by myself. When I was looking for jobs, it's not, no, Sierra, you gonna get it, like, you know, having your grandma, somebody to encourage you in the process of getting this job. No, I had to find confidence within myself as far as being out here by myself. When I want to go out places and I ain't got no friends, I had to get uncomfortable of going out by myself just so I could enjoy my experience here, because I did not want to delay my experience here because I have no friends. I have no nothing. When I came here, y'all, I had nothing. I had no car, no friends, barely had any money in my pockets. Barely had any sense of who I was. Barely had anything. Like, I had no life plan, no nothing. It was just boop, dropped in a different state, survive. And when I tell y'all, it sucks in the beginning because you have no family. You have nobody to cry to. You have no church to go to. You have nothing, so you have to create everything out of nothing. And it is a humbling experience once you move to a whole different state by yourself and you have to start from ground zero and try to make it to a level 100, okay? Try to make it a level 100 by yourself. People don't understand having support around you is so strong and so amazing. But not having any support in anything that you're doing throughout your life thus far, it is a challenge. Knowing that you actually got to be an adult. You understand? Knowing that you got to do it for yourself because you can't do it for nobody else because you don't have nobody else right now. You ain't even got no kids to give you that little push like, you know, I got to do it for my kids. No, it was me looking at myself like, baby, I got to do it for you. I got to do it for you, baby, and only you. Because you ain't got nothing else to do it for. You ain't got no excuse to say, oh, I'm going to do it because I'm going to do it for Uncle Gigi because Uncle Gigi's sick. Now you gotta do it for yourself. So honestly, moving to a whole different state by yourself, alone, no help, no nothing, it has been a humbling experience. And I am so grateful because looking at myself from where I used to be when I first got here, I mean, nothing. I ain't had no car. I ain't have nothing. I barely had an apartment, okay? And when I got out here, I quickly started to develop certain survival skills, certain tools, certain, you know, situations I had to just understand that if you just believe and you really have confidence and faith in yourself, because a lot of people have more confidence and faith in other people than themselves. And if you actually spend time with yourself to get to know yourself and trust yourself a little bit more, it will turn into like a beautiful picture. And although I'm still trying to make it up that ladder to get to the top, but where I'm at, but from where I came from, I am too proud of myself. I am so proud of myself. But just understand, moving to a whole different state, it will knock you down a few steps just to bring you back up stronger a couple of more steps. So be encouraged. You could do it. Especially if you ain't got no kids, if you ain't got no pets, if you ain't got nothing to lose in life, nothing. I mean nothing. Take that leap of faith and just invest into yourself and move to a different state so you can have a better outlook on life. You can actually understand it's more beauty in life than what you know. So that was my story, you guys, about, the truth about moving to a whole nother state by yourself. It's tough. I'd be a fool if I'd be like, oh no, it's easy. No, it's tough. It's tough, especially if you really close with your family and really tight with your family, and knowing that you're not gonna have them to even hug, or you're barely gonna see them throughout the years. Now I don't even know when the next time I'm going home, because baby, them tickets $600 and I ain't got it. Okay. So I love y'all and understand that you will miss a few birthday parties. You will miss a few bar mitzvahs. Baby, you will miss a couple of weddings. You will miss so much stuff because you cannot make it because of the cost of the plane tickets, or you got to be realistic with yourself and be like, I got to pay rent. I can't go home. You're going to miss a lot of things. Baby showers, you're going to miss a lot. And you have to understand that you can't be there for everybody in every second. Like every second, you can't be there with them. You understand? So you have to understand that it's just going to humble you. And it's going to take a toll on your emotional state. It's going to humble you. It's going to take a toll on your emotional state. But it's going to bring you back even stronger. You're going to be even stronger. You're going to learn how to say no sometimes. You're going to learn the power of no. You're going to learn the power of trusting yourself. You're going to know the power of actually believing in a higher power. You're going to actually start believing in yourself, and self-doubt would no longer live here in your head. Okay? You got this. Stay encouraged. I love y'all. I didn't want this to be a long, dreaded video. Oh yeah, you're gonna become more weird. Because I became more weird since moving to a whole other state by myself, because I talk to myself a lot. Mind your business. I'm not crazy. Just probably a little bit. But I love y'all. Peace, love, and happiness. Y'all have a blessed day. Y'all keep it positive. Y'all keep a smile on your face. And shout out to my mama. Today is her anniversary of her passing 13 years ago. And I'm so proud of myself, y'all, because usually I'll be crying and I'll be in the house all day, every day. But your girl's actually in high spirits and going to work. And actually woke up early today. So, love you, mommy. But y'all have a blessed day.